Okay, you guys, please listen up. I am going to do the Modern Love Tarot cards again. However, there's instructions. The first thing I'm going to do is pull the cards. That'll be the first video attached to the second video, which is the meanings or whatever behind it. So, pull card is once. General love meaning is the next video. So that'll be the first episode. Second episode is single and loving it. Next episode is ready for love and dating. The next episode is committed relationship. The next episode will be struggle relationship. And the next one will be the end. And then finally, we have what really happened. Now, this will apply to the sign that I choose to pick. However, remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it. Remember, I'm doing it this way. I don't want to lose you guys. I want you to like, share, subscribe. This may resonate. It may not resonate. This could be for Cancer. I'm going to actually take that down. Well, I'll leave it up. It can be for Cancer. And then what I'll do at the end of each video is I'll go ahead and clarify each card. So I hope that is very clear to you. Please listen to this. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it. I'm so happy to do this and to resonate, for it to actually resonate and make sense to someone. I am using my own analogies as well as at the end the Modern Love Tarot analogies because it's really good and somebody needs to hear it. So there you have it. Quick intro. To add to that, as fast as I want these to come out, they're not coming out fast. YouTube has been iffy when it comes to how fast it posts my video. If you know and can give me any suggestions, put it in the comments. So I'm going to put the links for every video in the description so that you can click on it, but also lead you to it in the description or in my channel as well. So again, please like, share, subscribe. All right, this is good. Okay, here we go. This is for my Cancers. Here we go. We're going to start you off again with the Modern Love Tarot. And let's just see where we are going to get to. Remember the instructions that I gave you at the beginning of the video on how to get the rest of the information. Five of Pentacles energy. Whoa. The Five of Pentacles energy, look at this card. What does this mean to you? To me, the Five of Pentacles energy is fear of loss or poverty or isolation. This is what the Five of Pentacles is. This is fear of losing a person, whether male or female. This is where we are in this situation. We also have the World card. The World card is completion, it's wholeness, it's a change of place. So in the process of feeling like you're going to lose a person or someone is going to lose you, you know, there is some type of completion that's happening. Everybody's mind is getting it together. You know, this was, you know, a lesson for people to learn when it came to COVID and the things that we could go through or get through. And then we have the Fool energy. You know, the funny thing is with this energy and these cards here, this is, I pulled this last night, but what happened is that we had thunderstorms and a quick blackout. But the Fool energy is open to openness to new experiences. This is the possibilities. This is taking a leap, you know. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you their analogy. So again, we have Five of Pentacles, fear of loss or fear of struggle. We have the World card, completeness, and we have the Fool energy, you know, being able to take a leap when it comes to something or not being afraid to take a leap. So that's where we are so far in this read. And so we have the Queen of Cups, which is our energy. You know, this is the read for us. You know, we have the Five of Pentacles, the World card, the Fool card, and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups energy is be someone who makes everyone feel important. Look through their eyes and make them feel understood. That's the Queen of Cups energy that's here. It's also somebody who is an empath, which is us, and who is willing to sacrifice any and everything and be patient with the person, place, or thing. So in this energy, there is fear of, you know, there's fear of loss. And then we have at the bottom of the deck the Eight of Wands energy. So stay tuned for the next video in order for me to clarify this. So whatever you're going through, there's fear of loss, there's completeness, there's taking a leap, and there's the Queen of Cups energy and Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is excuse me, The Eight of Wands energy is travel, movement, and some type of communication. So in the process of you going through all this energy, you know, you're having some type of movement that's happening. So stay tuned for the next video.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Meanwhile, 2 hours later.
Okay, so this is for single and loving it. We're going to go ahead and start with the Five of Pentacles, single and loving it. As you see, I have my little tabs, single and loving it with the Five of Pentacles. It says, it can be hard when everyone around you is coupled. It's coupled up, especially when faced with engagements, weddings, and babies. Your worth isn't your relationship status or your RSVP card or Facebook. Your whole without a significant other. Your whole without a significant other. Ask a fun friend to be your plus one at the next social event. You'll probably have more fun anyway. This is for single and loving it. The next one is the World card for single and loving it. Only you know what will make you whole. So be mindful of be mindful of that when seeking guidance from others. You're the one who has to look in the mirror every day and live your life. Sorry, I don't know what's happening right now. But anyway, and live your life, not them. Wholeness doesn't come from obtaining accolades or material things, but by integrating aspects of ourselves. Start with being at peace with yourself. So in this process, it's telling you, even though you're even though you are, not in a relationship, you are the single Carrie Bradshaw, if we want to say it like that, or the Samantha of the Sex and the City. You are that person who are going to more weddings and not being a bride. It's like always a bridesmaid, never a bride. It's okay. Embrace that. Embrace that your time is coming, but also know that the fun in regards to the relationships that are happening, are you seeing what's happening, the trials and tribulations, and you're learning from those energies. And then we have the Fool energy, right? So the Fool energy, when it comes to single and loving it, it says the Fool represents freedom, which is where you are. Free from your expectations of another person. You don't have to consider anyone else when making weekend plans, and you spend your money however you want. Use this time between relationships to have fun and explore. Do something outside of your comfort zone. You may not be single for as long as you think. So again, you'll run into, and sorry, my grandbaby's in the back, you'll run into somebody who is very enthused with who you are based upon your adventureness, the things that you're doing. I remember, I had my son at 21 when I was in the midst of college and working and having my own place. So I had my oldest son at 21. And then before that, I was able to party. Now, I was using my sister's ID. Don't tell her, well, she knew that, but don't tell my mom, and she knew that as well. But I was in all the 21 and older clubs, but I was able to travel because at that point, they didn't swipe your ID when you went to the clubs. They just looked, if you looked similar and you knew the birth dates, they just said, come on and go in. But after so long of hanging out and going, people knew who you were. But I feel like in that little small time, I was able to experience what it's like to drink, what it's like to go to the club, and what it's like to be, the who's who of your prime. But then when I had my son, that all stopped, literally stopped. And then I turned around after he got of a particular age and I could find someone who would be able to watch him. It didn't happen until after I had my second son and I started traveling the world and starting to see people. And then I would run into the same people, going to the Essence festivals, doing things like that, and meeting new friends in different states, and flying out single. I did it by myself. And so I turned around and found different people in different communities, and I enjoyed that. So was I the Carrie Bradshaw or the Samantha of the Sex and the City era? A mixture, no, I wasn't sleeping around with everyone. I did, go on lots of dates. I realized that was the fun thing for me. But at the end of the day, I had the money. I had the money. I was able to spend and go and do as I pleased. However, it was the missing aspect of being in a relationship that you know, causes you to question whether being single is a thing, especially when you're, you know, at a particular status in your life. So I think that's where this is. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is our energy, right? The Queen of Cups is single and loving. It says, have you been kind to yourself lately? This Queen appears to tell you to ease the pressure you're putting on yourself. Give yourself a little grace and start to treat yourself lovingly. We can't be on all the time. We can't be on all the time or at our best. It says nurture yourself and you will be back feeling fabulous in no time. So in the process of going through being single and loving it, you know, there are these questions that you ask yourself, like, why am I not in a relationship? Or why is it that I can't be the one getting married? But in that process, it's like you get to see and go through the big adventures that a lot of your friends and family members don't get to do. So while you're in Rome or while you're doing this, you can be in control of your money. This is a time for you to enjoy. So when it comes to a point of you being able to make a decision of whether you should have kids, and I say this to everybody, you guys should spend the majority of until you turn 27 adventuring the world and figuring out who you want to be. You know, start a business. If it fails, you can start over. You can have roommates, and that was something that I didn't do because we always wanted to be considered grown. And it's like, no, when you grow up too fast, your life basically gets the best of you. And not in a, I don't know, when you try to grow up too fast and when you try to fill this void of doing everything and having this and having that, by the time you're a certain age, you're burnt out and you don't want to do that. And I think that's where we as individuals start to go back, regress, when it's like if we get married at 18 or 21 and we turn around and you know, we don't know what experience is because we're with this one particular person who may be boring, who may not want to travel, who may want to work, who may want you to be considered a housewife or something like that. And then by the time it's like you get to the point your breaking point of, I'm tired, I need to go see, because you see all these people doing all these different things. You already have that experience, and the people that are married are like trying to live outside of it. So just like me, I had my kids at an early age, and I wouldn't change it for the world, because now that I have this grandbaby of mine, boy, if I was of this age right now with the little baby and that those were my actual responsibilities, and don't get me wrong, my grandbaby is my responsibility, but you can choose when you want to do it, although she's very persistent. I will always want to hear. But, you know, when you are of a particular age and you haven't had any kids, boy, that is hard. It's hard for me. So anyway, that's where it's telling you, don't worry about what status you're at. Enjoy yourself. Understand that it's better to be a bride, you know, better to be a bridesmaid than a bride, especially if you're not ready, if you haven't traveled the world. And that's why the world card is here. And if you haven't taken a leap of faith in order to experience the things that, you know, a lot of people can't. And then the Eight of Wands being at the bottom of the deck for single and loving it, right? It says the Eight of Wands often means there's upcoming travel. So pack your bags. It's time to go on an adventure. Pick a place that you have always wanted to explore, or somewhere someone you love lives, but you haven't been able to visit recently. So it's telling you to explore the things that you haven't done, to, you know, and that's the thing about being single and loving the freedom of not telling people what you're doing. Besides, you know, you're always supposed to let somebody know where you are, but at least one person. So just in case, you know, so if you're not in that energy, you know, you're able to travel, get up. You don't have to wait, because by the time you get to this point, if you meet somebody in the forest, shall I say, or if you meet somebody you know, in the ruins, you know that you guys are of a like kind and you like to do things a certain way. So that could be where you are when it comes to, you know, taking that trip, you know, going to Australia, going to, you know, different states in order to see what it is that you like, or visiting, you know, deep sea diving. You know, a lot of people don't want to do that, but if that's something that excites you, then you doing that and making those trips, or going to see people in the areas that they're in. And that's how I basically moved to a different state, is because, well, I didn't do it when my kids were younger. I did it after the fact. But I'm going to quit rambling and kind of go from there. But I will pull from the, what is this? No, I'm not pulling all these. I'm not pulling all these. Nope, 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 nope. It says leap of faith. That's a good one. Leap of faith, warnings, fate, forgiveness, here and now. I'm not pulling those because the way they came out. But I think with this one, you know what? I'm not even going to pull from this. Nope, I'm not even going to pull from this. What I'm going to pull, because it's single and loving it, this is from the Messages of Love. I'll pull from the Sacred Signs and Symbols deck because, yeah, we need to, okay, donkey, reluctant and stubborn. You could be stubborn. That could be why you don't want to do this. Pink box, gift, keepsake, and remembrance. So this could be the things that you're taking with you. And then apple, forbidden fruit, temptation. You know, this could be you making decisions to do certain things that, you know, might mean you well, might not. You know, it just depends on where you are. Are you collecting memories? You know, are you stubborn and don't want to listen? And that's why the Fool is here. The Rose, charming romantic proposal or apologies that are here. So that is where you are when it comes to why you are adventuring or when you adventure the world. You know, the apple, you could be somebody could think that you are forbidden fruit, meaning that you, because you are all over the world and you are adventuring and you are reborn, you know, could be from past hurt. You know, the donkey, you could be stubborn in the ways, in your ways of thinking, now that you've had this experience, or now that you're not willing to, you know, do the things that your friends are doing. You're not having kids early. You might have kids, but you might have learned these lessons. And so the pink box is gift, keepsake, and remembrance. That could be why you don't want to move forward with certain things. Now we're going to go ahead and pull from the Kipper deck to see where the energy is for you, Cancer. And let's see. Okay, so mature woman. This came out, you know, for my last read, the mature woman. Because you are maturing, you're doing stuff different. False persons, you could have been dealing with a false person at one point, so now you've changed your aspect when it comes to how you do things, because you are mature enough to see that, you know, some things no longer serve you. And just because you see somebody that, you know, is you know, has their shit together doesn't mean that they're happy. You know, you're happy by living in a box and going and doing things, and that could be the remembrance or the memories that you have is from you being able to pick up your overnight bag and go and do the things and get all that new experience from where you are, you know, or what you are trying to be a part of. And so now I'm going to pull from the Island Time Wellness card deck to see what the to see what the energy is. Okay, so the thing that came out, and I'm not going to take the ones that fell downwards or whatever, however you say it. I'll take this upright. Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So this could be why you are the mature person. You could have dealt with hurt in the past. Sorry, not sorry. Friction, sarcasm, false apologies, forgive, make amends, harboring hurt and resentment. So the false person could be why you're deciding to not communicate with people or to move forward and take that leap, because there probably was some type of offer or proposal here. Now that I look at this, the false person, look at that. Hold on, let's see. So the false person here could have been you know, the reason why you are not trying to move forward and be a part of that. You know, the memories are hurted, are that you're harboring is from this false person, but now you're mature enough to keep going. And then so it's like outdated thinking. You could be thinking of things and why you don't want to be a part of, you know, the married life, because somebody could have been lying to you, you know. So that is where you are. This false person could have caused you to feel like sorry, not sorry, you know, I don't want to move forward, you know, because the things that are you know, the memories, and you being stubborn, and also this person you thinking was the forbidden fruit, or somebody that was different, but they turned around and made you feel a certain way. So that could be why you're single, and, you know, also the mature woman, and replaying the different emotions in your head. So there you have it.
3 days later, 12 seconds later, 3:28 a.m.
Okay, so I didn't clarify. Although I don't really need to clarify for the single, I guess I will. I did the clarifications of the oracle cards, but let me clarify the Five of Pentacles for you single and loving it people out there, Cancers out there. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so here it is with the Five of Pentacles. This energy to me, Five of Pentacles is like fear of loss or isolation, poverty, right? I gave you the analogy of them, but then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Let me tell you a little bit about what JDS Tarot says what the Queen of Pentacles is. She is, first of all, he didn't say this, but someone else did. Confidence shines, a loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. In this energy, and I say this to you guys all the time, when this energy comes out, as Cancers, and not just that, as nurturers, as parents, as mothers, or just an empath itself, or just being in the High Priestess energy, or the Empress energy, we are nurturers. And so we can nurture a situation until we're forced by the universe to leave a situation. This could be the love that a mother has for a child or their child, or it could be the love that a woman has for a woman or a man has for their significant other. And no matter how much hurt and pain that we go through, us being single and loving it, this could be the reason why we're single, because at this point, and why there's so many blockages, the Knight of Pentacles energy. So we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So again, this is you could be at one point being at odds with the person that you were supposed to, with this false person. Does that make sense? Five of Pentacles energy. This false person is the reason why you're single and you're loving it. All the false deception and where did it say the forbidden fruit? Someone was hiding things, forbidden fruit, temptation. Somebody was, keeping, you're keeping this energy, and that's the reason why you're stubborn and reluctant, because this person put you in the Five of Pentacles energy. That could be what's happening. Maybe it was meant for me to clarify this. So do you see? Here is the same thing, the Knight and the Queen of Pentacles. Take how it resonates. And this could be your energy. Either you saw deception or you felt it because you experienced it. And that's the reason why you're in this single relationship, or you're single and you're loving the freedom of being single. Because we nurture a situation, Queen of Pentacles energy, until there is nothing else that we have left. And it makes us feel like we're the mature woman. Excuse me, I had fruit snacks for my grandbaby. It makes us go into mature woman stage, because we overthink and we rethink and we play in our head the deception that had happened, but we take the experiences and then we're just like, sorry, not sorry, I'm not ready to move forward. So always a bridesmaid, never a bride. It's the energy that you're in because you love and enjoy this freedom, if that makes sense, right? So that is where the King and Queen comes out at. And then also, let me clarify the World card. Because the universe is on our side, and there is some type of completion. You completed this energy. And now, I said that, the High Priestess energy. Because now your intuition and your experiences, intuition for the High Priestess, it's just something that can only be understood through experience, right? So the World card made it come to a completion. You experience a false person. You experience somebody charming, and again, back here to where we are, a charming romantic proposal or an apology. There was a romantic proposal at one point, and in turn, a apology, because this person wasn't living in their truth, but your intuition told you that. Again, Queen of Pentacles energy, we love a situation until there's no more love there, until we have to, when we feel deception, or we feel like there's some type of, deception that we can't get to. And so this being, the messages that's coming through, it's telling you full energy. And let's see why the full energy is here. You're not sorry for feeling this way. You're not sorry for being single. You feel like it's a blessing for you because you aren't going through all of these cards tried to come out. Two of Swords. Maybe this is, here it go again. The Two of Swords. You have to, once you take this leap with the full energy, you have to have the Two of Swords in order to trust it. You have to be able to trust everything coming forth towards you. Four of Pentacles is like, you have to know that with the Four of Pentacles, you're securing and you're conserving the way you do things now financially. Because again, a Queen of Pentacles energy, we always over nurture a situation. That means we don't care about the finances when it comes. We work Here's Three of Pentacles. We have teamwork. We work we try to be a team when it comes to our relationships, right? And so in the process, you don't mind. Money goes out, money comes in. You always see good results when you do that with normal people. And so the completion comes in with the World card is when you overgave to this situation and it turned around and made you feel like Five of Swords energy, right? Five of Swords energy is sneaky, defeat, feeling defeated and sneaky and dealing with a false person that kept you in the Nine of Swords energy. Come on now, people. You know that this is what I'm saying. This is why it was meant for me to clarify and to take all these cards. Usually when I say I don't want to take these cards, I end up taking them because there it is. Here's the Devil energy, right? The Devil energy is the same as forbidden fruit, the apple, the temptation. This person fell short to temptation and they became a false person because they were living two lives. This could have been third party energy. This could be, oh, I didn't even think about that. This could be third party energy and why you're single and loving it, right? Third party energy. Oh shit, I hit the table, sorry. So I knocked the cards down. Okay, so here we go. This third party energy, so this is what you saw maybe on your wedding day. Look at that. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This whole time I thought it was the King of Pentacles, but it's the Knight. Sorry, Knight of Pentacles energy. Can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. Knight of Pentacles is stability. This is somebody who you thought was stable enough to go through this, but on your day of recognition or wedding, or when you were thinking that this was the person, this was the one, you saw something that you didn't want to see, that you weren't looking for, but it came out. You knew, your intuition was telling you there was the completion here. So look, the Devil card comes out. That's what you saw. So let's finish this. Then it put you in Hangman energy, which was the suspense of let's see, the Hangman suspense was, let me tell you, I'll give you an analogy. I haven't been using these analogies because I feel like this energy of these cards were telling me everything we needed to know. But with the Hangman energy, the Hangman comes, it says, when it feels like there is nothing you can do, let go of your resistance, embrace the state of the pause, and try to see things in a new light. So seeing things in a new light was this person being in Devil energy, which is, self-destructive patterns. They were doing the self-destructive patterns, and in turn was causing you to be in the Page of Cups energy, right? Page of Cups energy is growth and chance and adventures. And so the growth came from you being this mature woman because you knew that being in Hangman was all because of the Seven of Swords energy. This person was in the Seven of Swords, sneaky, deceitful, making you feel insecure. And then here it is, you went with the Strength with the Emperor. The Emperor is upholding order through leadership. Even though you were going through this, you still had the Queen of Cups energy. You were going through this with the Queen of Cups energy, and I'm going to go ahead and clarify this. I hate that this is what happened and why some people, whoever take what resonates, is single and loving it, because of the fact that, you experience something that you never want to experience again, and so you're okay. But when it comes to dealing with the false person, and us clarifying the Queen of Cups and why you're here, well, this is why, this is why you're in this energy, so I had to take a moment in order to get everything together and to know, Eight of Swords, the Queen of, you were in the Queen of Cups energy, and now you're in the Eight of Swords energy, which is, you feeling trapped or overthinking and criticizing yourself in regards to why is it overthinking and criticizing, right? As to why is it that you had to be the one that had to experiences. But now we have the Wheel of Fortune here, with the wheel being here. You are basically where you need to be. Change is at hand. This is changed for the better, with the wheel. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to cough and I'm trying not to. But with the wheel being here, it says as the wheel turns, ages come and go, fortunes rise and fall, and people are born and die. It says embrace the constant ebb and flow of life. So this is the lesson that you needed to learn, and this is where you are, and so this is why you're okay with being single. I mean, I can't put it any other way. This is where you are. Have a nice day, you guys. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it. All right, so this is the end to this read. I'll go ahead and post this one. Remember, episode 1 is general love meaning. Episode 2 is single and loving it. Episode 3 is ready for love and dating. Episode 4 is commitment relationship. And episode 5 is struggling relationship. Episode 6 is the end. And episode 7 could be what really is happening, but I am clarifying these at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, I'll go from there. There you have it. Have a nice day. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it.